Hi, my name is Sarah Khan. I am a proud Bialwan, Gomeroi and Pakistani woman. I came to the story of Big Notice towards the end of 2020, which I think everyone can agree was a year that felt like 50 years in one, particularly for First Nations people. There was very little joy or escape from pain, both on and off screen. And so at the time, I was actively seeking joy and found it within my girls, found it within the group of girls that I still to this day take a great deal of comfort in. And I've always wanted to see joy for Black people on screen and see ourselves trying to navigate mundane but also high concept coming of age themes and see it without racism and trauma being the focal point. And series like Insecure and Sex and the City were a big inspiration for me in striving to do that. I wanted to see Aboriginal women being desired. I wanted to see them breaking hearts and creating chaos for themselves, mainly because it's what me and my inner circle were doing and maybe still to do to this day. And the women of Big Notice are definitely a cocktail of myself and the big personalities that still infuse my life. Their dilemmas, peaks and pits fit perfectly within the 8x30 dramedy series format, and with the added layer of Saturn's return driving the characters forward, it makes for a story and for a structure that we all know and love, but gives it a different feel and a different vibe when we give name to something like Saturn's return. And so for those that don't know, Saturn's return is an astrological term. It's described as your cosmic entry into the next phase of adulthood, and it is generally a very painful experience to go to. It happens every 27 to 29 years. So when you start reaching the end of your 20s and nearing into your 30s, we obviously very much identify with new feelings of anxiety, new feelings of insecurity, new feelings of doubt, and maybe a little bit of self-loathing. And this is what I really want to tackle and play with, but give a very clear name to it with these characters and their Saturn's return and identifying that. And that will be explored throughout the series between all four girls, eventuating into, well, beginning with the question when they first enter this cosmic gateway, entering it with the question, am I the problem? And we wrap, once the series starts to come to its end and they start going through these dilemmas, these newfound insecurities, these new conflicts, they end with the question, am I the problem, or is this friendship reaching its natural end? I guess everyone can understand that feeling of thinking, wow, we've known these people I know this person for so long, but are they meant to stay in my life? And these are the things that they're going to be grappling with, and they're very terrifying things to think about, and they will be explored across the 8 episodes, 8.5-hour episodes. And so I want to really tackle this now in my career. I feel like I've done a lot over the last 2 years specifically and been exposed to a great deal of incredible minds as well. And so I think it's really benefited me and is now going to allow me the space to explore this story and give it the labor of love that it really deserves.